This is Committed to Greatness Podcast Zero. We haven't been doing
Starting fresh.
fresh. Great. And we are taking ideas, submitted ideas, right, for inspirational stories.
Yep.
But if you guys out there have any stories, it's inspirational, please hit us up Facebook, YouTube, or our co-hosts, great fabulous co-hosts. Let them hear your story. Tell them your story, or even me. I am available. We're all available. We're trainers committed to help people to listen to the story. But today, we're going to talk a little bit about stretching and how does stretching help you gain strength. So questions get asked to me in the gym, and I tell people my side of how I believe and research, thing I know about stretching, gaining strength, muscular strength. How does that help you to lift heavier weight or do more push-ups or whatever that you're trying to do? Stretching is very important. And you ladies know that most guys don't stretch, right?
That's very true. Yeah. And, I think it's a big myth that guys especially think, and people in general think that if you have a lot of muscle, that you're going to be walking around like this. And really, the more muscle you have, the more flexible you are, as long as you actually promote your flexibility through stretching. So if you are actively stretching, and for my situation, I typically stretch between my sets. If I'm doing, it really depends on my program, but if I'm doing straight sets, I'm always stretching in between my sets. I might be stretching out my chest, my legs, whatever muscle group it is that I'm training, I'm keeping it flexible, and I'm also going to help prevent injury. But through that, I'm keeping myself very, very limber. And I'm also going to cause less soreness the day after by doing that stretching. So people that I work with, I generally will have them stretching in between each set. I don't spend a lot of time in the beginning of my workouts. And depending on the person, some stretching at the end, but the majority of my personal stretching I do during my workout. But if you stretch regularly, just like your strength training, it's going to help in so many aspects of your weightlifting training, like you were talking, and you're talking like fighters for speed, for agility. All that stuff is actually helping you by keeping limber. So very important.
I do mine before and after, but then I also try and get a day or two where I'm doing some Pilates or some yoga or something too, like just dedicated to getting everything stretched back out.
Yeah, and I think that some people are going to be more tight in general. Yes. So I think if you are one of those type of people that have very tight muscles, maybe you have some back tightness. Well, guess what? A lot of that actually comes from tight hamstrings. So if your back is really having a problem, maybe you need to spend a little bit more time stretching the hamstrings, for example. But spending a dedicated day doing stretching, or like a yoga class, something like that, hot yoga is a big trend right now. All of that's going to really help promote that flexibility and make you a better athlete in general.
Okay, so speaking of hot yoga, we always come back to this each time we talk about stretching. Now, here in Vegas, we have I know a couple of instructors here that does. It's a place called True Fusion, where they do hot yoga. It's like a fitness studio. It's close to the UFC gym where I'm training at now. And when people go into these places, I have clients that used to tell me, like, when they go in these places, they go in there to relax. And, like some of them say, quote unquote, they don't have time to do stretching, so they take yoga. And when they go in these yoga places, these hot yoga places, which me and Shirley was talking about, it's people like don't drink any water. They go in there and say, come out and lose 10 pounds, whatever.
Yeah.
That's my neighbor said he loses like 4 or 5 pounds every time he goes. I'm like, you're not
wait.
really losing weight because you're going to go drink something and put it right back on.
Yeah. I think a lot of times that makes a person feel good. You know, people feel like they accomplish something. It's the same thing, kind of getting off subject, but you know, people that go into saunas to lose weight, and steams, you know, it makes you feel good. It makes you, you know, of course it does drop your water weight. Right. You know, maybe that's why we see all those professional or not even professional, just school athletes like wrestlers, you know, going into the sauna and hopefully
running in the garbage bags and
spin bikes in there. Yeah. Which I don't recommend, but
no,
not something I recommend, but it does happen, you know, and we need to stay motivated and, you know, but getting back to the yoga, it does, you know, feel good to lose that weight, but it does keep your muscles warm too, you know, and it does help with the stretching, which is really what that's all about.
What I was saying, like, you probably even lose focus on real reason that you're going into. You're not going in there to say, oh, I want to lose weight.
Right.
To benefit stretching. And the place that I know somewhere the instructors are, they offered me a free class, which I haven't went in there and took this yet, but I will make it around.
You got to do it, CJ.
Yes.
Do you know that I've never done a hot yoga class either?
I haven't either. I've always just done like home practice.
Maybe that should be our assignment. We all have to talk about a hot yoga class.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and then we should report back what our findings were and share with the world.
I'm in.
I'll probably go in there and record. Probably have my phone recording.
We could have our next show during a hot yoga class, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All kind of faces and stuff.
Yes.
I'm sure they will.
Not saying you're supposed to come out smelling like, you know, roses, but I heard the smell.
I'm sure it does.
My clients told me, it's like, you know, I can just imagine like people not really, you don't know what kind of.
I know.
So that's the thing. I need to focus.
It's good for you. Put hair on your chest.
Yeah, but smell though, it's like, okay. I mean, not all the places smell, but I know, you know, if this one, I just want to make sure that I'm able to get through a class and you know, I like it, enjoy it. I don't have to deal with some of that. People can tell me.
I think if you get really just into the class, you'd probably just not notice much of anything else.
Yeah. Once you're in the zone. Yeah.
I think, you know, it's the same for me, like when I'm lifting weights and, you know, that's really my happy place. And, you know, I always got my hat on and my buds on my ear, you know, my beats. And I honestly, I never see anybody. I don't know. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just, you know, so into my own thing that I'm just that focused. And I think that's really important to become that focused, whether you're doing your yoga, Pilates, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you have to give your 100% and really just focus, like zone in and don't see or hear anything else that is going to really disrupt your workout. So many people that I work out with will notice small things like the guy in front of them dropping the weights or something like that. And I don't even see it. I honestly just don't notice, you know? I think if you can get that adapted or, you know, in tune to your own self, you're going to have a much better workout.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love my friends that text me from the gym. I'm like, what are you doing? There's this guy here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, first off, stop texting me.
That's right. You know, and I find too, like if I respond to an email, like, or something when I'm working out, it kind of ruins that moment, you know?
Takes you, yeah.
Yeah. So just.
What was I doing?
Yeah. I may occasionally, you know, do my email or something like that during a slow interval on the cardio, but when I'm doing my weights, you know, it's game on.
Well, definitely planning with a purpose. try to plan, purpose, know exactly what you want in that.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
getting distracted.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people come into the gym with an action plan, to be honest. I think they kind of come in with the general idea, I'm going to work my chest today. And then they do a set, and then they talk to somebody, and then they do another
Make sure they
set.
post it on Facebook. Right.
And don't get me wrong, I like to do my gym selfies, but I am working. Trust me.
It's okay.
Bring myself down.
You want to get people involved in what you're doing.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
About
all
keeping people motivated.
Focus.
Yeah, focus. Put that hat on. I tell you, everybody needs a hat.
But sorry, we was talking about stretching and then yoga, the same thing. Yoga, hot yoga, came up, and that's something that I can see all of us maybe doing and coming back and doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How successful it was.
Yeah. Yeah, my gym does not have hot yoga, but I do know a gym that does, so I'm going to have to find a date to go with and try it out.
I see them all the time on Groupon, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend from the gym, and he is a bodybuilder, and he does go to hot yoga there, so I might see if he wouldn't mind going.
Yeah.
So it just goes to kind of show you, getting back to like yoga and stuff. Like this is a muscular person and and a guy, which is great.
Right.
And he's taking this class, right? So it just goes to show you how important it is for you. And when you can realize that it's not just for women or, it's not a girly type thing, you can go there and actually enjoy yourself and reap the benefits of it. I think that's really the key.
Yeah, yoga, the practice of yoga can be very like.
Is that your cat?
No, 2 dogs like being crazy. Apparently, I didn't latch the door all the way.
Dogs. I want to see him using that boxing bag in the back of you.
Well, the one has the cone, so she's like just getting racked on everything.
That's funny.
Go.
Let your doggy demonstrate a downward dog.
Yeah.
Speaking of yoga.
They're a mess. They never ever come down to the basement. So
wait a minute, they are or we are?
I know. Come on. Oh, shit. Hold on.
And is this where we go edit?
Anyway, how's your workouts, man, in the gym?
Oh my gosh, I'm having some really awesome workouts. I think I told you last time I started splitting my muscle groups up, just hitting each muscle group. Welcome back. Once a week.
Your phone got caught on the computer cord, so that was go really bad.
I'm out.
Right. This will not work.
So yeah, I'm doing each muscle group just once a week, and I'm allowing 2 days of rest now, and actually seeing better results from it, which is awesome. So today is my off day, which doesn't mean that I'm still not, kicking my clients' butts, which is great, but I'm enjoying the rest. It really, I think, makes a big world of difference in my strength and my gains.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it.
I was just about taking a break. I have to get that in my head sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got something kind of fun coming up. I'm going to be doing, just going to my friend's karate place, he's offering a self-defense class. So I'm taking that in October. Yeah. And then possibly another self-defense training thing, which I'll tell you guys a little bit more about later, but some kind of upcoming cool ideas that are coming up. So, but I like to help, teach people stuff. And we've kind of talked about self-defense a little bit when we had Tina on the air, and just safety and importance. And I think that's very important in showing women, especially, that we can be powerful and protect ourselves and to know your surroundings. Yeah. So,
yeah. Self-defense is always good for women. Mostly because I teach it, but
yeah,
it's definitely very enlightening and good to have under your belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's exhausting to teach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's definitely important for people to know about. Oh, yeah. I took one self-defense class years ago from my boss when I used to teach at a hospital, and I thought it was great. She actually had taught self-defense for many years, and the little tiny things that she taught me during that small session really stuck with me, and that was probably 8 years ago or so. So.
Oh wow.
That's how impressionable it was to me.
Yeah.
So, little things, and those little tiny things that we learned, you never know, they could help save your life.
Oh yeah.
You get a lot of people coming to the UFC gym looking for learning how to fight, but I say, you know what, you're not on the street or in a real life situation. Nobody's not. No referee finna show up.
That's right.
No rain you finna jump in. It's gonna be real life situation. So you would want to know how to defend yourself, not box, not kickbox, not do no MMA stuff. So most of the stuff is gonna be right in your face, spur of the moment. So you want to know what you do quick. Off the top, not sit up there and box, nobody, kickbox, whatever. Oh, if I learn this, you learn the bare minimum to defend yourself. Real life situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's much different being in a ring versus having an attack on you that's sudden and you're unexpected and maybe from behind or whatever. You don't know your situation. So I think just even the basics of knowing your surroundings and keeping your eyes open are very important. Staying off your phone. I mean, I've been guilty at this times too, walking and texting or something. Really should not do things like that. Just, save it when you get to your car or whatever.
Doing teaching self-defense and stuff like that is mostly all about self-awareness.
Yeah.
Understanding where you are physically and mentally. Not that, so like you just said, people on their phone, texting, somebody come up behind them, grab them, punch them, push them, or whatever. You don't know what the heck is going on. You all tied up into your texting conversation or talking to whoever you could be talking to, but you're not aware of the way you stand at.
So you automatically make yourself a vulnerable, victim just because you look like an easy target, I guess. So, and most of the time, I think people don't want to go after a person that is very aware and making eye contact and can identify. So if you're not aware, you're looking very easy to target.
When I went to Ohio State, I was because I worked second shift and I walked to and from work, and it was not a nice area. And I was just always and people would, try and stop me or, whatever. And I would turn and they'd be like, oh, sorry. And I just was on my way.
Yeah. Look mean, look determined.
Right.
Like you're going to hurt somebody else.
That's right.
My friends would see me, they'd be like, I don't even talk to you when I see you walking because you're like in the zone.
Maybe there's that zone again.
Right. I'm here.
That's right.
I am not looking at you. I am looking through you.
Nobody else matters. Just get me to where I'm going. No,
Definitely the first step, though. Protecting yourself is self-defense. You have that, you almost got half of the self-defense thing already.
yeah, I think that a person doesn't necessarily, need to know kickboxing and how to punch. It's like you said, it's really just knowing the basics and how to protect yourself to begin with, and just being aware. I think that's the huge one.
Scratch, bite.
Yep. Kick, use your keys.
Yell.
And scream. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, no. And I think people probably all react different under, situation.
Oh, yeah.
We never really know how we're going to act until you're there. But
You can always run, too. I tell people, like, look, it's not a boxing match. You can definitely run.
yeah.
Take off.
There's where that running comes into play if you're a runner.
If you see me run, you should follow. Because I do not run.
I'm only a sprinter. So I can sprint pretty fast. But long distance, I'm going to have a hard time with.
I love both, though. I switch up.
Yeah. I just don't do the long distance mostly just because of my plantar fasciitis.
Oh, yeah.
It really bothers it. But sprinting, for whatever reason, that short burst of energy is okay, typically for me.
I just don't run.
But I love my
just don't like it.
Well, you don't have to run and get into the workout.
As a kid, even, I don't know if you guys ever did like Olympics in your classes, where you got to get on teams and do things like relay. Did you do that? Yeah. So I was always like doing that shuttle, like the relay shuttle.
Oh, yeah.
That was like my favorite thing to do, that in the shot put. But yeah, the fast explosive moves, that's fun.
I was pull-ups and chin-ups. Because I didn't do anything. Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah, no, I wasn't good at that, you guys.
It was me and this one other boy. Like, we would just go up there and just be up there.
No, I played around the monkey bars all the time. I was really strong that way, but to have to be able to do a pull-up, no way. And in fact, like girls, like you'd have to hold yourself underneath the chin, just hold it there for like how many ever seconds. I would do it, but that was hard. And even to this day, I'm much better at pulling down or pushing, but pulling myself up is always hard.
Yeah.
I can do it, but it's hard.
Yeah.
How many pull-ups can you do now, Shelly?
I don't know. I've been doing I've been doing wide grip lately, which I'm not very good at. I can only get like a couple of those, 2 or 3, before I have to like cheat a little bit at the beginning. But I haven't done regular grip in a while. I beat my nephew. We went to the park this summer and I beat my nephew.
Do you have a pull-up bar there from all your Beachbody programs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, what else do you have?
It's up in my room because that's the only doorway that is good.
Next time I want to see you do a pull-up.
Okay. I've got some videos. Because everybody's like, you can't do it.
Yeah, I'm always impressed when I see a woman especially do pull-ups. That's great. We have assisted pull-up machines, which is pretty much what I'll use, but I do all my reps very slow. And I do a lot of combination things or supersets or straight sets with like 30-second breaks max. But I'm up there holding and I'm really concentrating, and then I come up down really slow. So if I were to try to do that,
I can, and then I'll do like maybe 10 more, just the negative.
Yeah, I always focus on that negative. And I'm also very surprised, women and men who I start out training. I don't know about you guys, but I have that assisted machine, and people still struggle at the very bottom plate to pull themselves up. And they may or may not be overweight. They just struggle just to lift themselves up. It is hard, but it just goes to show you that even taking away that much weight of your own body weight how hard it is. But also, I think very important reason to incorporate it in there. Same with like push-ups and tricep dips.
My
Body weight.
My reason for wanting to do more pull-ups is I want fat lats. I don't have a narrow waist, so if I can get fat lats, it makes me look like I have a narrow waist.
Oh, yeah, absolutely does. And that's actually one of the reasons why I love doing pull-ups, because it really has helped my back. But like I said, I don't do them free like you. I'm not that bad. I do them on the assisted machine, but I take away a lot of weight. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I do them very slow, and I'm just not very good at them all by myself.
Pictures.
What's that?
Everywhere of her back. Shelly has it.
Yeah. She's concentrating on that back, isn't she?
Yes.
I know.
Hey, but we got to get her.
I gotta look like I have a waist. I have a plan, a very specific plan.
Well, you're building your shoulders nicely, and your arm.
Yeah.
So it's all coming together. That's what it's all about.
All nice and wide.
Right. Keep working those wings.
Right.
Do you
I
try
gotta get stuff in the middle though. I'm too wide at the top and nothing in the middle. All my clothes want to go down.
Well, that's probably because you just need different shirts, different.
Yeah.
There's the secret.
I can't do strapless right now.
You don't need to have a strapless to make it tight like that.
Right.
I need
want to go where I'm narrowest, and that is too low.
Yeah. We need a we need a shopping consultant on the air now.
Right.
A way to help us with our fitness, bigger bodies, because that is a topic.
We need a fashion person.
Absolutely. It's completely topic, because depending on if you're more boyish or more curvy and so on, oh my gosh, your fitness clothes, your clothes in general, they all lay differently. I can't wear the same thing, maybe, to the person to the left of me and look just as nice.
Oh yeah.
So, really, we need to find a fashion person.
I'm done with jeans. I give up.
Yeah. I have a hard time.
I just roll them over at the waist now. That's the only thing I can do.
Yeah. I haven't put on my jeans for a while. And as you saw my 9-week transformation picture today.
It was crazy good.
Thank you. And, I don't know. Do I want to try on the jeans? Do I want to be disappointed or not? I still feel like, regardless of that transformation that I've made in a short period of time so far, I still feel like those jeans are probably going to sit the same exact way.
Right. Right. I was on one of the women's weightlifting groups that I'm in on Facebook, and one of the girls was talking about her skinny jeans not fitting, and I was like, oh honey, I threw those away 2 years ago. They won't go over my calf.
I was just going to say, they wouldn't even go over my calf.
I won't go over my calf.
Nope.
I'm in the dressing room and I'm stuck in these jeans.
Or knee-high boots, a lot of times you got to have.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I have the prettiest pair of boots, and I'm every time I'm is this going to be the time? Because I have split them before.
Oh yeah, sometimes I pinch my calf muscle in. Push and zip.
Put your toes.
That's right. But I got them all.
That's the shorts I see.
Okay, a little off topic, huh?
I know. DJ, you love us.
Do
you have those problems, CJ?
Right.
Be honest.
How do your strapless shirts fit?
You know what? Actually,
do you have problems so seriously with your clothes, like women?
Guys, we don't pay too much attention.
Shut up. P Daddy said he can't find jeans either.
Yeah, I really think
quit lying.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm average size guy. I don't know about P Daddy or whatever, but I'm still on the shirt.
Yeah, it really depends on how huge those quads are and those hamstrings.
Oh yeah,
especially in guys and most guys, the average guy does not have those huge popping legs, So I think most jeans are going to fit the average person or even somebody that's very, very fit. But when you start really kind of expanding those muscles quite a bit, then they run into problem.
Yeah, but I think if you wear your britches up, because a lot of
Yeah.
guys wear their britches up on their butts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think most guys, if they're not young, they're older guys. They like comfortable jeans where they're right up on them. But a lot of guys, like you said, they probably lift weights, got big legs. Probably
Yeah.
hit a couple sizes bigger just so they can pull them all the way up. And they won't be like, because I found out most women, they don't like guys that got legs that rub together like that. It's like, well, if the guy's bodybuilders, that tends to happen. Hopefully, not wearing jeans that's going to be.
That's another interesting topic, like just women and what we perceive as attractive, to the male physique, kind of we should get to see how many women actually prefer like these big, strong, like muscles or more GQ, long and lean. But what do you guys like? What do you girls like?
See, this is what I wanted to do in the gym. You just brought up something. I talked to one of I run the class in the morning. I said, what if I was to come in here with a fat suit on, give you guys a workout?
Yeah.
Now, looking at me like, man, this guy's fat. He's not going to do anything.
And then you kick their butt.
Right.
So she's like, oh, I don't know about that. But I said, well, because people do judge. Like
Yes, they do.
They're like, oh, okay. I don't know if I really want to work out with this guy. And then I had another fitness instructor come in. She didn't know me from whoever. She just was like, oh, yeah, I heard you got real intense classes. I heard the UFC got these real intense classes. Like, it's more intense than anybody else. I'm like, oh, they're good. Just like, well, I just want to know that, I don't want to waste my money. And I'm in here knowing I'm not going to get a good workout. So she, oh, you're the trainer? I was like, yeah, man, you can take it's. I'm not just the only trainer. We got female trainers too. She was like, oh, I just don't want to waste my money. And I said, well, you come in here and work out with me. Because she didn't tell me she was a fitness instructor, but I looked at her. I kind of looked at her body. I did judge her. I said, oh, you look like you're in pretty good shape there. I said, what do you do? She was like, well, I do the same thing. I'm a fitness. I said, oh, well. I said, well, come in here. Since you don't think that you're not going to get a good workout, come in here and I'll run some dirt. She was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to take up your challenge and then, I'm going to see what do I want to do. And I actually seen it in the parking lot. She had went to the store. She lives close. And I was like, hey, what's up? Why didn't you come in? Said, oh, yeah, I'm going to come in. I just been tired. I said, yeah, somebody must have told you about the class. I think she does body pump classes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty intense, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Said that, I was like, hey, it's easy. She was like, oh, I go to other gyms. I go with trainers that I can't do more than me. Said, okay. That's your thing. Yeah.
Well, you saw my big tire that I got, my big grater tire that I got. My friend dropped it off to me. So he and my other friend got it from the CrossFit place next to my friend's auto shop. And they had an argument about whether or not I was going to be able to move this tire from the side of my house into the backyard. And my friend was like, no, dude, Shelly's got this. And my other friend was like, Shelly's like 5 feet tall. She can't move that tire. It's bigger than she is.
Are you really like 5 feet?
I'm 5'2".
Oh, I thought you were taller.
Oh, no. 5'2", and I'm like 125.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a little bitty thing.
Yes. So people look at me and they're like, she can't move that damn thing.
Don't let it fool you.
Right.
Muscles come in compact little.
Right.
Oh, that's great. So did you move it all the way?
Oh, yeah. I flipped it up to the front of the house, and then I flipped it to the back of the house, and then I took it up the steps and put it in the back. Right.
No big deal.
Right. Well, it broke the front off of one of my steps. So like it rolled, I was pushing it up the step and it rolled back and it got me in the thigh. But that was like the only time that, because I was not expecting the step to break. Had I anticipated that, I would have been ready.
Oh, funny.
Prove them wrong, Shelley. Y'all gotta prove them wrong. So. Well, is anything that we did not cover, we're gonna cover the next show.
CJ, did you do your 100 push-ups?
I'll do them tonight.
What's wrong with you? Okay, before we go, he's got to give us 100.
Right. And go.
Now. You think we're kidding? You know, that's actually a funny thing. Yeah? When I train people in the gym, if they try to interrupt my clients, and especially like doing any kind of push-ups, and they kind of think it's funny to like, you know, tease them, I say, I say, you get down here and you give me some push-ups. And at first they're like, no, and they laugh and they think I'm joking. I'm like, no, I'm not joking.
For real.
Like, get down here. 9 out of 10 people give me push-ups. And some people may be avoiding me.
Right.
Don't mess with me.
Don't mess with her.
Don't ever tease my clients.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what are we gonna have? Do we have anybody
lined up?
I am gonna call Terry. Swear.
I want to hear hopefully we hear somebody with an inspirational story.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep seeing if somebody wants to come on or nominate somebody and give us your inspirational stories, because we'd love to have you on our show and
or even if your running partner, you know what I mean, the person that you're like you want to match.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. Not running like I want to match you. We established Shelly does not run.
Does anybody want to outrun Shelly?
You will win. I will let you.
Run away.
Yeah, like what? Who motivates you? Who inspires you? And you know, who would be somebody that you think has an inspirational story?
Yeah. That's every time I'm like not feeling it, I just get on Body Space and I just start looking at people and I'm like, oh yeah.
What motivates you? Pictures are so motivating to me.
Yeah.
And you know, women and men looking at pictures, I just love to look at hard work.
Yeah.
And you know, especially words too. I'm very word. I used to post a lot of quotes of the day, and I see you doing that now too, Shelly.
Yeah, I do.
And it makes me think, gosh, I should start doing more of that again, you know, because I used to do that a lot. And it really is inspiring, all those words. They just hit you. And a lot of times somebody might email me and say, that's exactly what I needed to read today.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, and that's inspirational to me. That motivates me. It makes me happy that I helped motivate somebody else just through words.
And I've been in the morning on my way to work listening to books on tape.
Yeah.
So I'm doing like some personal development on my way to work, and then I'll get to work and like write a little something that I pulled out of it, you know?
Yeah. No, it's great. Words are great.
Yeah.
We can take a little bit of something.
Yeah.
It is good. So, guys, we have stories out there. Stories. Inspirational stories. Let us know. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, or any obstacles you've overcome.
Right.
Share. A lot of people have things that we don't even know about, and sometimes your little story, what you've gone through, can help inspire somebody else that's going through something similar. So that's what we want to hear about.
Yep.
So, this is made it a great miss podcast for this week. This one was random. It's kind of random. Stretching, yoga.
Because we haven't talked.
Okay, mostly I was random.
You and your dog.
Right. Stupid conehead dog.
Dogs, what all this.
Clothing issues. Running.
Pretty random, but that's all right.
Random is good. Random is fun. That's life. Exciting. You never know which corner stuff gonna pop up.
Yeah, don't take life so seriously.
Yeah.
Have fun. All right, this is week's Committed Greatness podcast. Checking out CJ, Mr. Biggins.
Bye.
Bye.